Okay, chose. Okay, whatever. It's completely black in the Twitch studio, but it shows it on stream. Makes sense, I guess. Alright. What was I doing? Going to sleep? Yes. Oh no, okay, exit.
You have my thanks.
Would like to discuss a slight complication regarding your stay here. Okay, I'm confused. What about the tanks you were giving me?
I must consider.
Maintaining a castle and supplying an army does not come without cost. Most of the girls here pay for their rooms and board by serving in the castle guard. Since your presence here is different, I would ask you to pay for your room in a different way. Oh my.
I must consider.
You see, some skills cannot be gained by training. For example, you cannot read books to build your intelligence, but you can read. You cannot only gain wisdom through experience.
Agreed.
Or swordsmanship. For example, you can be as strong as Sir Quintus, but facing your enemies takes courage. War does not have a reputation for being courteous or punctual. Oh, I barely see the chat over here. Yeah.
Forgive me.
Just as the villagers, many of my soldiers are not prepared for the siege to come. Many were forced to leave their homes and answer my call to banners.
I have no time for games.
As their leader, it is my job to make sure everyone has what they need to do their own job. But as their leader, sadly I am forbidden to get close enough to help them with personal problems. For this reason, I would ask you to complete another special job for me. Complete. Oh man, I keep misspelling words. When you're not spending your time training, would you please help out around the castle by doing jobs?
I must consider.
Many of the castle guard have come to me for help with various tasks, but my focus must remain on war preparations. I think this is why Durandal sent you.
Agreed.
Just as now, a resident magician is too busy with his own adventures to bother with the day-to-day activities. However, since you are an apprentice, this task should be well within your skill set.
I must consider.
Ask that you go around the castle and ask the castle guards if there's a job you can help with. Generally, we break jobs down into 3 categories: normal, gathering, and urgent. Normal jobs require only time, while gathering jobs will require items located elsewhere in the castle. Urgent jobs are, well, more hands-on.
I have no time.
Please only accept an urgent job once you are confident in your training. I cannot guarantee your safety, nor will I be responsible for your fate.
Forgive me.
Once you have completed a normal job, a gathering job, and an urgent job, report back to me. I would also request you do not delay.
I must
3
consider.
days should be sufficient time. Complete this special job and report back to me this time Friday morning with your accomplishments.
Train hard.
As Durandal's apprentice and champion of Stars Reach, when did I become your champion? The soldiers will have high expectations of you. I will have high expectations of you as well, from the apprentice. Okay, your courage, wisdom, and discipline have increased. Ha! Do you have any special jobs?
Forgive me.
No, I thought you might have something for. Okay, whatever. Let's talk to you. I see you're making good use of your time at my castle. By now I'm sure you have met the first guard, Celeste.
Agreed.
She's the highest ranking member of the castle guard and I would trust her with my life. However, when there's first guard, there must also be a last guard.
Forgive me.
We use these titles to motivate and give recognition. As you probably have guessed, the title of the last guard is not one of honor, but of punishment.
I must consider.
It does not necessarily mean they are the least skilled or weakest, however. The title of last guard simply notes they're on probation.
Agreed.
Being on probation as a guard is a warning of sorts. Usually it comes with a change of station and loss of responsibility, but also carries the threat of dismissal if any more mistakes are made.
Forgive me.
However, mistakes are not made often under my command. More often than not, the demotion to last guard is made for disobeying orders or cases of direct rule breaking.
I must
Since
consider.
you're not a member of the castle guards, this title cannot extend to you. However, that does not put you above the rules. I'll make myself clear. Yes, Commander.
Well done.
Very good, Apprentice Crow. I'm happy to see you're a man of dignity and respect. Sure.
I must.
The way you carry yourself almost reminds me of... Never mind. I should not be keeping you from your training. Carry on, Apprentice. I look forward to seeing what you do during your stay here at Star's Reach. The Commander seems inspired by your conversation. Oh ho ho. Our relationship has increased. Nice.
Farewell.
Let's see. Let's talk to this butt lady over here.
Welcome to my store.
What can I do for you? Most often during my stay at Star Reach, I'm too busy tending customers to venture all the way up to the Mage Tower. There is quite a lot of stairs to wake up to. What? What? Fly up there. And then I suppose I'll just break in through the window and ask for a cup of tea. It's alright, Apprentice. I'm used to it. Flying is great and all, but people forget most towns and houses are designed for walkers like yourself. Since you brought it up, I have to admit, I'm curious about the wizard. What do you know of him? He's an old pervert. He's an old pervert. He's a what? I've heard a few rumors, but I had no idea. Now that you mention it, there was one time during my stay here at Star's Reach that was a little odd. In the late hours of the night, I woke to an old man janitor fixing my pet. I almost screamed. It was so surprising, but his voice was so soothing I drifted back to sleep. Can't remember what he said though. To be honest, I thought it was a weird dream and forgot it until now. Don't tell anyone that story, okay?
Thank you. Please come again.
Why did a morality shift? That's confusing. Okay, exit. Let's go somewhere else. The forest. Remember there was an apple here. What's this? There appears to be an animal in hiding. Perhaps it will reveal itself at a later time. Let's talk to this guard.
Greetings.
The hidden forest is a mysterious and wonderful place. Indeed, give me a normal job. There have been a lot of little creatures wandering around the forest edge lately. Have you seen them? I think they're adorable. I couldn't help but give them some of my food rations. You see the fawn guard look at her lunge back.
Of course.
The only problem is I ended up giving them all my food rations for today. So I'm left with nothing. Apprentice, do you think you could help me? Accepting this job will raise your discipline. Okay, accept. Excellent. Let's get to work. Do you see that apple tree over there?
Of course.
I can give those to the critters instead of my food rations. But since I have to stand guard here, I need you to get up there and help me pick them. Here's a basket. Make sure to get as much as you can. Having worked as a berry picker for a berry farm, you've learned the basics on picking fruits. Even though you got fired from eating the berries, oh boy, you feel that this will be an easy task. Only this time the apples are way up in the tree. What could go wrong? This is a piece of cake. I get her the biggest apple of them all. Just go to reach a little further. Just a little further. Oh! You have fallen down and crushed all the apples. Oh my god, he's an idiot.
Of course.
It appears the apples have been mashed into a pulp of some sort. She scoops up a bit with her fingers and dabs it on her tongue. Delicious. I shall bring some to the cook. She needs to try this. You're quite a serendipitous fella, aren't you, Apprentice? From now on, I will report to my post early so I can gather extra food for my animal friends.
Of course.
Here. This apple didn't get crushed. You've earned it. Hee hee. Alright. As the fawn guard hands you an apple, she leans in and gives you a kiss on the cheek before returning to her post. Whoa! Thanks again, Apprentice.
May your antlers grow strong.
I don't have antlers. Your wisdom has increased. Ooh, 13 gold. Got an apple.
Antlers grow strong.
I can go and give it to the bird. Quack. Dark Griffin gives out a quick chirp before watching and waiting for you to do something. Oh. Quack. Well, you don't know what to say. You get a distinct impression that Dark Griffin can understand common. Maybe you could give him something to eat. Right, give him the apple. Slowly pulling out an apple from your bag, you notice Griffin immediately takes an interest. Not wanting to risk any fingers, you gently toss the apple in the direction of the creature. Quick as a shadow, the beast's grey sword of a beak darts forward and slams shut around the airborne apple. Pointing its head to the sky, the griffin works the back corners of its beak, crushing the apple like a kitchen meat grinder. You can't help but feel confirmation you made a good decision. This doesn't sound right. Attempting to hand feed him. After 3 crunches or so, the dark griffin lets out a high-pitched chirp and begins wagging his tail as though he wants more. Fuck. Okay. Let's try that. The dog tilts her head inquisitively as if waiting for you to say something. No jobs for you, huh? What about Celeste?
Well,
Everything in order, apprentice? Nothing for her.
trouble.
What the hell does this thing want? Yeah, keep telling me stuff I already know. To the archery range. Hey, Sundari elf. Well, if it isn't Durando's special boy. Hang on, let me do the jobs first. What about you? Just a normal job. Hey there, Chrome. What are you up to today? That old magician, Durandal, might be a little kooky, but for the most part, he's harmless.
Is that so?
Did he tell his born backwards in time story? It's pretty out there, that's for sure. He tried explaining it to me a couple of times, but it's over my head.
I'm not sure.
From what I understood, he's seen his entire life already.
Got it.
Sounds pretty strange, right? But here's the funny part. His memory is so bad he can barely remember it. That's why he has to carry all those books and scrolls. He had to write everything down before he forgot too much. Hard to believe the wizard that defeated Valtes all those years ago is the same wizard that can't remember what he was doing last Tuesday.
Yo.
You were the last to see him, right? Think Durandal will come back before the Valtes attack? I think he'll come back. Me too. I know there are mixed feelings about Durandal around the castle. In truth, we're lucky to have him. His magic has saved more lives than my sword ever could. Speaking of swords, I should get back to my instructor's duties. Huh.
Till next time, apprentice.
There's only normal jobs. The alchemy lab, what's going on here?
What can we do for you?
Yes, come in. We heard you joined the ranks of soldiers and have been waiting for a chance to experiment on you. What?
What?
Wait, no, examine you. Blast it. Meet you. Our name is Janessa, and it's an absolute pleasure to be your physician. As if I would have a common tavern wench named like Janessa. Pathetic human, I should...
Shut up.
If I have to listen to another rant about Dark Elf superiority, we're going to throw up. Not only that, I was having a conversation with the wizard's new apprentice, and you rudely interrupted. Now, what were we talking about again?
By our calculations. Yes.
Huh. The alchemist takes one of your arms and she begins systematically squeezing the muscles and testing the joints. If those were alive, you imagine this is how they would feel. Yes, flex my muscles. Oh, this one has some spunk. We like that. If you're not busy, I'd love to give you a full examination. The apprentice drops his pants.
Our doors always open. Flying
this?
dolphins.
Yeah, don't sneak up on me like that. No jabs.
See you around.
What about here? What's going on here? Hi.
Mars was very bright last night.
Hmm.
May the winds be with you.
Okay. Stone room. What the hell is that?
Hello there.
I hope you're having a magical day, apprentice.
Stay happy and
Fire is
magical.
with or against you.
She has a job.
Indeed.
You wish to make a pact with me, human? The guard's eyes pierce you like invisible lances. See, there is some potential strength within you. We who wield the flame must discharge or risk combustion. Dare not risk the safety of the mana stones, but there might be a way. A normal human won't survive, but since you're the great Durando's apprentice, you should have nothing to fear, correct? Everyone is saying Durando is famous wizard, but the guy I met really looked like a homeless person. And I'm willing to put my life on the line to help the Cinder Guard. Accepting this job will raise you courage. Yes. The Cinder Guard locks fingers with you and begins to stare with her unblinking eyes. Then let us burn. Ooh. Whoa. The Cinder Guard's eyes glow blindingly, and your vision falls onto what you can only imagine is hell. Pain upon burning pain is flaming up from the ground, as if you're standing upon jets of lava. Screaming at the top of your lungs, all you hear back is a rushing torrent of flame. Amidst the fire, you are horror-stricken to see the face of a sleeping giant. Horned, skeletal, and demonic, this creature looks like a primeval ancestor of the Cinder Guard. Just as you notice its face, the most terrifying eye you can imagine slowly opens to gaze upon you. Who?
Indeed.
Read, human. Read. You come back to reality and quickly begin patting yourself down to assess the burn damages. Huh? Was that all imaginary?
Indeed.
The fire is with you, apprentice, for you have survived. This one is impressed the boy did not die. Your courage has increased. You obtained 13 gold. Cool. So that was the job? Well, that was an easy job.
The time for us to learn is nothing.
Halt, apprentice.
Huggle magic protect me.
Sorry, we can't let you pass. Only the royal commander and Durando are permitted near the mana stone. Huh. Interesting. Human.
Wonderful.
Thanks for understanding. These restrictions are not just for the safety of the stone. They're for your safety as well.
I think you should leave.
Have a wonderful day. Oh, that's nice. What's here? South Tower. Oh my. A little birdie told me you're interested in the West Stunning contest.
Oh, don't be shy now, you hear?
I know how boys are.
I know how boys are.
Oh. Me and some of the other guys want to go too, but you know. With this rumor of Valtish returning and war being declared,
Oh,
kind of puts a damper on things.
you betcha.
Oh well, no matter what happens, I trust the commander to lead us through it. And now that Durando named you champion of Star's Reach, she looks at you with expectation. What could go wrong? Star Reach could burn down. Now let's go. I'll do my best. Me too. It's nice to hear your confidence. Since you're right, all the girls have been gossiping about what kind of guy you'd be. I'm glad I was right. Right about what?
Bye-bye now.
Who that?
What would you like?
You suppose I have a moment? She has a job.
As if.
The sea air is too salty. It makes my fur all frizzy. I can't stand it. Feel like you have some time on your hands. Would you like to help me brush my... Let me rephrase that. If I were to give you the privilege of combing the dirt and salt out of my fur, would you be grateful? What the... Okay. Yes. You're a good little pet boy, aren't you? The folks' words seem to put you into a very relaxed, calm state. Like lying in the grass on a warm summer afternoon, toying with the idea of taking a nap.
Despicable. Despicable.
Now hurry up and get brushing. I feel disgusting. Start with the leftmost tail, then spiral to the right from there. The fox shoves a brush in your hand and quickly turns it back to you. A cluster of tails swats your face, but they were so fluffy it felt kind of nice. The scent of lilac flowers wafts up into your nose as you take a moment to absorb the sensation of fox tails.
Despicable.
Don't smell them, you idiot! Hurry up and get started already. You're a good little pet boy, aren't you? You already said that. After the fox says the words the second time, a chord strikes inside you as you make a sudden realization. This girl is the most beautiful, funny, smart, and caring person I ever met. I'll do anything for her. The next couple of hours were the time of your life. Brushing once, twice, thrice, and repeating.
This better be good.
How many times do I have to tell you? 3 brushes is not enough. More, more. Okay, enough. Next tale. Listening to songs of days gone past.
Despicable.
I tried to tell that elf purple makes her look fat, but she totally took it the wrong way. Is there a right way to take that? Whatever, she's only stays skinny because she's an elf. I wish she would get fat. Best of all, receiving her praise for doing such a good job.
Ow!
That hurts, you clumsy buffoon. Be more careful untangling those knots.
As if.
Never mind, you're just making more knots at this point. Why don't you be a good little pet boy and jump off a bridge? Without a second thought, you joyfully jog over to the closest jumping point and dive off the castle bridge. Wow. Washing ashore, you have an awakening of sorts. Like waking up with a hangover, but more metaphorical. You remember the fox being nice and kind, but thinking back, you can't figure out why. Like some twisted jigsaw puzzle where the pieces don't line up. That's when you remember a similar instance from your past. At the traveling circus, there was a fortune teller that could hex customers into doing what you wished. The fox must be using hex magic. Her wisdom has increased. I obtained gold. Where did he get the gold? Which basically mind fucked him. Alright, I'm gonna go train. But before that, I'm gonna save. No. Can I save? No, I guess not.
Yo!
Only when I go to my room. What are you up to today? Let's train.
Alright!
I was wondering if you were going to be training today. I'm free right now if you want to go a couple of rounds. Training with the sword instructor will increase your strength. Yes.
Alright!
I hope you would say that. You can get started right away.
Alright!
Let's chop some wood, soldier. Remember that minigame being
Alright!
really hard. Well, bam, thank you, ma'am. You did it. Still a little wild with your strikes, but you're definitely getting some nice hits in. Can't believe you're already finished with the 2nd level sword training. Oh. Nice. You got a title. Apple Smasher. Okay. Let's save. Yes, I'm gonna save on top of this one. Save slots are kinda confusing. Can I go somewhere? Nope. Schrodinger. Reminds me of Persona. Go to sleep, you fuck. Go to sleep.
Good morning.
Morning. Did you know that talking doesn't take any time?
You betcha.
The instructors can be a bit intimidating, but you should try getting to know them. Get to know me. Alright? I'll let you go now, sugar. Have a nice day. Let's see. Need to do a special job. Got anything for me?
Welcome to my store.
When the little witch first approached me, I would have thought she wanted candy or chocolate. So when she asked for long leaf, I told her she was too young to be smoking. When she explained she was buying it for her master, we had a good laugh. The surprised expression on her face when I chided her, priceless. Chirp, chirp, chirp.
Certainly.
She seems like a good kid, so I proceeded with the transaction. Being Durando's apprentice, you are familiar with Sunny, correct? She's a good egg, right? I wouldn't know. Yeah, she's a sweet girl. I knew she was a nice kid. Having met so many people through my job, I consider myself an excellent judge of character.
Certainly.
Thanks for confirming that for me. Next time she buys something, I'll be sure to give her a discount for being cute and sweet. Huh. Cute and sweet, huh?
Thank you. Please come again.
A gathering job. She quickly turns open a fresh page in her scroll pad and begins to scribble. I love drawing, but my coal pen is almost done. Can you find me a new one for me? Please, please, please. Gathering jobs require key items found elsewhere in the castle. Oh, it's one of those. There's got to be somewhere in this castle I can find a coal pen. Coal pen. What's in here?
Apprentice.
Oh, she has a special. No, that's
Fair.
that's
Very well.
for finishing all the other ones.
Stay
And she
out
has
of trouble.
nothing. Coal pen, maybe the alchemist. There's some stuff here. What is this? An egg. Coal pen, coal pen. Just the person we need. What can I do for you?
Not quite.
Nasty business that when they brought Captain Bree back from the meeting with the Goblin King, they had to use practically all of our reserve blood supplies in order to restore her. We haven't seen a wound that severe since... Fragile mortals. It's a marvel how your species isn't extinct yet. I could out you both down with even breaking a cut. Not out, cut. Breaking a sweet.
Oh, shut up.
Still talk like that is why you're not allowed to hold the scalpels anymore. If you don't play nice today, I'll cancel pudding.
Oh, infuriating.
You wouldn't dare. Not while it's a strawberry season.
Not quite.
Toot toot toot. I wish you keep embarrassing me. It's not every day a specimen walks into our laboratory so winningly. Now, we were talking about the sword Captain Bree, were we not?
Correct.
Yes, yes. While she may be severely lacking intelligence, her courage is a marvel. By our calculation, she must have had courage rivaling Sir Quintus or the commander, but such an injury was beyond her abilities to repair.
Not quite.
Physical abnormalities have obvious symptoms which one can analyze and come to a logical solution. Not only can physical ailments be solved logically, but there is the added benefit of consistency. Solution can be repeated. Pick your fingers,
Congratulations.
put a bandage on it, lose a leg, reattach it. Step on a coastal ring toad, stand upside down and hold your breath for 1 minute. Science makes sense.
Correct.
The human soul, however, does not. We managed to save her life and repair her body, but it seems the injury is not what hurts her.
Not quite.
Although it has been some time since we observed her. Perhaps she is recovering. You met the sword instructor. How is she doing? She seems to be cheering up.
Exciting, isn't
Oh,
it?
Outstanding. I had feared the emotional damage was beyond repair, but that's fantastic news. Though research into the human psyche is rather limited, but we had some interesting results, especially when it comes to influence.
Correct.
People are highly susceptible to the opinion and moods of the other people they come into contact with. If our research is correct, Captain Bree has been talking with soldiers that view her positively.
Exciting.
This positivity influence refracted amongst the other soldiers could be the edge we need for the final battle. We need to run more calculation and construct a method for observation, but this could work. Okay.
Our doors always open.
Was looking for a coal pen. Maybe in the mage tower. Let's go there. Ah, there it is. You have obtained a copen. The dog guard drops her shield and lance with a clang and grabs the copen from your hands. Very carefully, she begins inspecting the copen. Did I get her the wrong one? They all look the same. Your doubts are dispelled when she jumps in the air for what you can only assume is a victory pose.
I trust everything is in order.
What's going on here? Guard, why is your equipment on the ground?
Unacceptable.
Dogard bows several times in apology as she scrambles to collect her equipment. As she struggles with the weight of the lance and shield, the Dogard's scroll pad falls to the ground. Here, you've dropped your silly message book. Her pad having landed in an open position, you catch a glimpse of some of Dogard's drawings. So you've been drawing on duty, eh? First guard's face turns red as she goes quiet for a second.
What?
Wait, these are drawings of... The first guard looks at the dog guard, and then at you, then back at the dog guard.
Unacceptable.
I'm confiscating this material, leaving you with a warning. Neither of you two are to tell anyone about this. The dog guard is holding her head down, as if ashamed of herself. She leans in close and gives you a kiss on the cheek before returning to her post. Okay. That was nice. Well, another job done. Let's go do some training with the tsundere elf. What a special boy.
Right.
Ugh. And the other instructors you could be bothering right now. I guess I have some time for you. I mean time to train you. You know what I mean. Baka. Ugh, you already annoy me. Let's get this over with. Archery training will increase your dexterity. Would you like to begin training? Huh. Since you didn't completely screw up the basic training, I guess you're ready to continue. Remember how we did single combat last time? Well, now we're going to move on to the double combats.
Right.
That means you need commands, not combats, Jesus. You need to remember more than one command at a time. If I say left, right, shoot the left target and shoot the right target. Think you can handle that, fanboy? I'll see about that.
Right.
Just do what I tell you and don't shoot anyone. Yeesh. Big deal, you did the basic double commands. Now shoot in this order. For the magic of story, I'm a badass. That bad, I suppose. Shoot the next target in this order. You already completed the second level of archery training. I mean, so what if you're already finished? Don't get full of yourself just because you're progressing faster than the other soldiers. You're still just a scruffy farm boy that has no business being here. With those final words, the archery instructor storms off the range. Maybe if you come back later, she'll have calmed down enough to continue your training. Damn tsunderes.
I'll see you.
Hi.
Greetings, traveler.
Smell good for a human. An urgent job. I need that. I'll be done. Let's talk to her, get her points up. That old wizard Durando is nothing but mischief, I say. Once I caught him rummaging through my undergarments drawer and reported it to the commander.
Probably not.
He told her he was adding protective enchantment or something stupid like that. And get this, she actually believed him. I don't know why the commander has so much respect for that old conjurer. Ugh, bet you're just like him. All men are. We can't all be bad. The archery instructor gives you a quick look over, like a dwarf uninterested in a jewel. Right. Well, it's not like I care anyways. Whatever you say.
See you.
Thought she was mad at me. I'll see you.
Yo!
Hey, what are you up to today? Talk?
Is that So,
Can you believe the commander was put in charge of this castle when she was only 10 years old? Back when I was at that age, I was a simple farm girl. Like you. I'm a girl? Well, you're not a girl, of course, but you get what I mean. My father and I were in town when the goblin raiders attacked. We were completely and utterly helpless. Just when I thought it was over, I saw her.
yeah.
A girl just like me, but unafraid. She stood up atop the village wall, wearing shiny armor and wielding a gigantic blue sword. It was the coolest thing I ever seen.
Yeah.
By then I knew. I didn't want to be a scared farm girl anymore.
I want to protect people.
I want to be like the commander. I want to protect people. Gee, there I go yakking away about my life story. Sorry to bore you. Not at all. I like the story. Oh, thank goodness. I was starting to feel a little embarrassed. I haven't really told that story to anyone. Not sure why I haven't told you that now.
Yeah.
Guessing you brings back memories of home. We should get back to work. Alright, let's train. I'm free right now if you want to go a couple rounds. Training with the sword instructor will increase your strength. Would you like to begin training? Yes. I hoped you would say that. You were on a roll yesterday, chopping those logs. So I can see why you're eager to get back into it. And speaking of rows, I need to cut back. They are delicious, but they are not helping my figure, if you know what I mean. Just kidding. Well, kinda. I don't want to talk about a different kind of roll. Next I want you to try doing 3 attacks in a row. Yes, the roll analogy doesn't work very well, but you get what I mean, right? Hit the logs one after another without missing. If you miss, the combo will reset and you have to start all over again. Believe it or not, a lot of soldiers can't handle making mistakes and lose the courage to continue. You're done on those apprentices though, so I'm sure you're used to making tons of mistakes. Go ahead and give me some combo attacks. Whoa, so you take challenges seriously. I like that. The way you did that once week, it reminds me of this one time I was training with Sir Quintus. As your new friend begins to regale you with stories of her past, you can't help but feel at ease. She easily strays off topic and forgets what she was saying altogether, but she keeps going.
I'm not sure.
So as though I'm not sure, and the first guy actually ate it. It was hilarious. Soon you find yourself laughing along and smiling back at her. Of course, we all got in a huge trouble after that. As you attempt to savor the moment, absorbing and recording this feeling of tranquility in your mind, you can't. Something about the sword instructor seems off, like she was wounded in the fight with the goblins. With the best intentions, you visually inspect the sudden discoloration in the open part of her armor. The eye of Medusa is said to halt men in their tracks, stop their heart, even turn them to stone. Though it's not the eye of Medusa, it fixes your gaze all the same. Oh my. Puffy, plump, and half-lidded by the cloth, a pink eye stares up at you from the sword instructor's exposed breast. I'm gonna put the uncensored one on my Patreon. Oh boy. Oh well. She saw some nipples. Her nipples coming out of her top. Unable to handle the visible existence of such a well-formed bosom, your brain is forced to shut down. Hey, are you alright? You just blacked out and your nose is bleeding. My story wasn't that bad. Come on. Maybe you took a couple of hits from those goblins and didn't feel it till now. Let's get you a healer.
Yeah.
Thanks again for spending time with me today. I'm usually around the North Yard if you want to train or talk. You probably already knew that though. Gee, there I go again talking away while you're bleeding to death. You get to the healer now, alright? Thanks again for everything. Till next time, apprentice. Okay.
Till next time, apprentice.
He saw a booby. Let's go to the mage tower. I haven't trained that. Hey. Let's talk, get her relationship up. The girl appears to be mumbling to herself, but remains intently focused on the chalkboard. Okay, training. Yeah, it's you. Oh no, not again. With a puff of smoke, the girl disappears and you see the yellow cat run out the door. Maybe if I find where... Yeah. Already did this. How many times do I have to do it? What is an apple? Hang on. An apple. Okay. Go for the apple. Alright, I've obtained the apple. Where's the gate? It's not here. Oh, there's a bunch of goblins over there. It's in my room. Maybe save here. Just to be sure. Archer range. Oh, come on. Not here. We should go. Prison tower, not yet. Stone roll? There she is. Yeah, I wasn't doing anything. Bad man. With a puff of smoke, the girl disappears. What's this? A second piece of torn scroll paper. There's more of the strange writing, but you still don't recognize the language. Looking for the magic instructor was tiring, but reading this paper makes me feel smarter. Perhaps if you find the final piece of paper, something magical will happen. Nah. Something magical. Right, it's late. See gallery. Aha. There's a lot of stuff. Oh. Oh my. Oh my. Click to interact. What the? Do you mean interact? What am I interacting with? When did I do this? Clicking to interact, there's nothing, so... Oh my, oh me. There's some fan art. Hang on. What time is it? Alright, go to sleep. What title did I get? You have had the honor of... Wow, there's a lot of titles. Supermodel. The dog guard might be drawing you. Okay. It is pretty late. Should I go to sleep?